Well, it's been a long time coming. VenomFangX posted a 6-part video series called Satan Invented Evolution. Yes, that's really what it's called. I am planning on posting a 6-part video series wherein I refute each and every part of his 6-part video series. Can I say 6-part video series some more? Yes, I can. 6-part video series. 6-part video. Wait for it. Wait for it. Motorcycle ruining dramatic effect. Wait for it. Series. Oh yeah, that's great, isn't it? Now, before we start, you should know that VenomFangX will not approve these video responses. I won't even attempt to get them approved because he doesn't approve anyone who curses or anyone who disagrees with him, even in a respectful manner most of the time. K-Bane actually responded to him a few times in a very respectful manner, and I don't never think I've ever heard K-Bane curse, and he wasn't approved. But oftentimes he will use the profanity as an excuse not to approve video responses, and he's apparently very offended by profanity. So I just wanted to get right off the bat and say, fuck you, VenomFangX, I hope you die, motherfucker. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, you fucking shit for brains, motherfucking creationist piece of shit. Alright, so we got that out of the way. The second thing you should know, and I think you've already figured it out by now, is that I'm not planning on doing the most civil response. I'm not going to be friendly and do the rabbit ape thing where I'm like, okay, well, here's why this claim is wrong, and hold your hand through it. I'm going to go. There's going to be it's going to be fucking ad hominem laden attack videos. Basically, I will refute a few points. I'm not going to be totally without content, but for the most part, this is just ad hominem shit to own the ever-loving fuck out of him. Not that it's really necessary because he owns the ever-loving fuck out of himself, but people really like to watch outright slaughter, I suppose. Another thing you should know, and this is the third thing, I guess the third disclaimer, in a series of 4. There's going to be 4 disclaimers, but this is the third one. The third disclaimer is that if you've never seen a VenomFangX video and you're not sure what to expect when I put him on screen and he starts talking, you may want to have someone in the room to hold you back to prevent you from punching your computer screen as hard as you can, because that is a natural reaction. I barely caught myself. I almost did it. I was like, oh, motherfucker. Then I remembered how I broke my webcam when I tried to punch Sort of a Law. You know, it's not very effective to punch someone through the internet, unfortunately. That technology has not yet been invented. The fourth disclaimer is that he looks a lot like this kid I went to school with. And I was kind of mean to the kid in school. And I feel bad about it retrospectively. So I might actually go a little bit too easy on him, because I just, he just reminds me of this kid I was really mean to back in high school. It'd be totally fucked up to find out he was the same kid, because me and this kid always used to have theological debates too. And, anyway. So let's just get right the fuck to it, because, yeah, let's just get right to it after I've blabbed on for 4 minutes.
Welcome back. Got a question for you guys. Do you believe that a frog can turn into a prince? Did you know they're still teaching that fairy tale in schools, although instead of a magical kiss, no. Now it's millions and billions of years.
Ooh, millions and billions of years. I love how you say that little Dr. Evil impression of yours. Millions and... I can't do it. You do it a lot better than me, but you should have just put the fucking pinky up to the mouth, because you know you were doing a fucking Dr. Evil impression just then. Like, everyone who believes in evolution is Dr. Evil-esque, we should, stroking our little felines and all that. Yeah, you caught us. Instead of believing that a frog can turn into a more complex life form with magic, we believe that it might be possible incrementally over, millions and millions of years. That's a really outrageous idea. You're right. It's totally out of line. Even though it's we have a fossil record and DNA evidence and all that stuff. I mean, that's all just bullshit. Science was invented by Satan, as you've already pretty much said in earlier videos. So, fuck us. You're right. You win. You scored that point right there.
There are two ways to look at this world. One is to look at the Earth and say, this is amazing. A Big Bang made this from nothing. That is called the humanist worldview. The other way to look at the world is to say, wow, there's an incredible design here. There must be a smart designer. This is called the Creationist worldview, and it is at war with the humanist worldview. Someone is wrong.
Someone certainly is. First of all, that's not called the humanist worldview. Humanists are people who have a very pro-human point of view. It has nothing to do with how the Earth came to be. People who believe in the Big Bang are not called humanists. Those are two totally separate things. But, of course, you don't care. You'll go right on spouting the same shit even after you've been corrected because you're a fucking idiot.
First, let's try answer the 4 great questions according to the 2 worldviews. Let's use evolution first. Who am I? What am I worth? Well, if evolution is true, you're nothing important. You're just a bunch of protoplasm that washed up on the beach. And you're not worth a thing. In fact, since you're a polluter of the environment, the more of you we can get rid of, the better.
What? Who thinks that? I'm sure people do think that. I'm sure there are people who think that way. But, I don't. I don't know many evolutionists who do. It's so contradictory, too, because later on in the video you go on and talk about how we adopt this philosophy because we want to feel like gods. We're trying to take God's place. And, but in this particular sense, you're saying that we all believe that human beings are just degenerate nothings. So which is it? Which do we believe? Are we trying to take our place among the gods? Or are we trying to lower ourselves to pawn scum? I mean, you have to choose. I mean, if you're going to distort our worldview, you at least have to choose what you're going to distort it to.
Where did I come from? Well, if evolution is true, you're just the result of a cosmic birth 20 billion years ago by sheer accident.
And you're saying cosmic, which leads me to think you're talking about the Big Bang. Which leads me to think that you think the Big Bang is like a biological event, and it's not. And people have told you this before. I know they have. You've heard enough times that cosmology and biology and chemistry, those are all separate fields of science. They have nothing to do with one another. And yet you seem to continue to ignore this simple fucking fact. It's not even difficult to comprehend. It's not even necessary for you to attack the Big Bang in order to attack evolution. Because, even if there is no Big Bang, even if you prove the Big Bang was a bunch of bullshit, which you'll never fucking do, someone might, but it won't be fucking you. Even if you did manage that, it wouldn't detract from evolution even slightly. It would have no bearing upon evolution whatsoever.
Why am I here? Well, if evolution is true, you're not here for a reason. You're actually here because there is no reason. And if it feels good, you might as well do it because you're going to die one day. So if you want to go murder anyone you want or rob a bank or, just make life miserable for everyone, by all means. Hey, there's no meaning to life, right?
Hey, man, you might as well do all that stuff, because Jesus will forgive you afterwards, it doesn't matter what you do. If you just ask forgiveness from Jesus later, that's fucking cool. Rob, rape, steal, kill. You just ask forgiveness after it's all said and done. You see how that feels to just have, your philosophy on life twisted into meaning something that you would never endorse in a million years? Don't feel good, does it? Knock that shit off, asshole.
Where am I going when I die? Well, if evolution is true, you're going to be recycled into an earthworm or a plant.
Okay.